What is up, everybody? How are you guys doing? It's me, Marcus, and you guys already know we're checking out another BMX Streets Pipe mod. This time, it's a mountain bike on a few mountain bike trails. Actually, a couple different mountain bike trails here that have been modded into the game. This mod is made by Dolu. First, we're going to go check out the mountain bike map, and then the community center also has a trail jump line that we're going to be looking at as well. This little trails line is pretty simple. There's not a lot going on here. You drop in off this ledge. You can go left or right. Left side you have 2 double jumps. Right side you have 1 double jump. So it's a pretty simple little trail map, but it looks like he can expand on it. So I'm really curious to see and really interested to see if he's going to expand on this and make it more, you know, have more variety out here, have more going on. Because if you look right over here off to the side, he could have some more jumps down here, and then the same thing over on the right side. So he could have a lot of different jump lines on this map. The rider is different as well. He has modded the clothes that he wears as well as the shoes that he's got on, and the rider has more tattoos also. So that is an interesting little addition that Dolu's made. The jump over here to the right is a bit bigger, I think, compared to the other two, but if you get the speed off of the drop in and then pump, you can get enough speed for it. But here's a look at the bike. It's pretty sweet looking. It's got the big front suspension there, big front forks, and it's got some mountain bike handlebars. I mean, it's not, you know, like the perfect mountain bike. It doesn't look exactly like a mountain bike because it doesn't have all the gears and everything, but it's got the bigger tires, the rims that are thicker. So overall, it's definitely looking like a mountain bike. So that's awesome to see. That's enough of this trail. Let's go check out the other one in the community center, which is, it's much more difficult and it's pretty wild. Even though this bike doesn't have any pegs and it's a mod, the game has no idea that it's a mod. It thinks that it is the normal bike in the game that has the pegs. So you can still do all the grinds and everything that you would normally do. But it just looks funny because there are no pegs. So let's go check out the other trail map over here. I'm going to have a link to all these mods down in the description, and there's also some instructions on how to install these mods. If you've already installed mods with the newest update, I forget what number update it is, but if you've installed mods on the newest update, you know what to do. You just drag the folder in. But if you are confused, just read the file, the instructions file, and it should help you out. So you go up here to the top of the roll-in, and you can place a marker. So it's pretty cool because you don't really have to pedal at all. You can just pump these first couple of jumps if I hit it right. So you also have a couple of lines here to choose from, which is awesome. So this one is, it's pretty interesting because you can ride it a few different ways. So drop into the first one, you have to hit this first jump, like there's no other choice there. But the second one here, if you get the speed, you can make it over to that wooden platform. Or you can go to the right here and hit this hip, or at least try and hit the hip. Or you can do what I did right there and transfer and hit the wrong side of the landing. So I'm gonna try and hit over to this. See, if you notice there's a little bit of a glitch with that wooden platform. There are these 2 metal bars that run underneath it, and if you don't land in the right spot, your bike will actually lock into a grind, and when you get into that grind, you're good until you get out of the grind, and then you just automatically slam. So that's a little bit of an issue when it comes to those wooden platforms. Try and hit it again. You just have to land in the perfect spot on it, and then you transfer over to this wall right, and this is where things get difficult. If you don't keep your speed, you're not going to be able to hit that transfer right. I'll show you here in a second. This transfer right here from this jump over to this landing, you have to have some crazy speed to hit that transfer just right. And I've actually found out if you put a marker right here and hit that wall ride like a quarter pipe, you can get the speed to hit that transfer. But you should be able to do it in a line if you jump off of this wooden platform and land just right at the top of that wall ride. You can get the speed to boost this thing. So it's a pretty tricky line, but it's possible. I locked into a grind again, man. That's so frustrating. Hopefully he can fix that little glitch if he updates this map, and I really hope he does, because this is a really cool mod. That first jump works so well, but trying to keep the right amount of speed up for the second one, where you jump onto that wooden platform, it's really tricky because you need the right amount of speed to land just right and keep your momentum. I was going too fast, so I landed too low on that wall ride. I actually didn't even hit the wall ride part. I landed right on the dirt, and I had no speed. So you need to land near the top up there. On the right side, you have this hip right here, which goes to another hip, which is really cool, and then you drop down into this bottom, and getting your speed right for this is super tough. The fact that I made it that far is pretty crazy, because I struggle getting that far. The hard part after the pit here is actually jumping off of the wooden platform. So you go down into the pit, and you can get some speed up for this. You land up on top, but maintaining your speed without pedaling, with just trying to pump, is really tough. It might work if I pedal. I'll try and pedal and see if I can get the extra speed. So even if you case it, you can still try and turn something out of it. Turn it into something at least. So you can hit this like a quarter pipe, and then if you pump, you can get the speed to try and transfer over. But it doesn't always work, but the way he's got these ramps built off to the side, you can actually ride a lot of these like transitions and do different transfers. That was pretty sweet. I didn't have the speed, but I'm just gonna skip the hip and try and... It won't let me pedal, so you can hear me clicking the button. So there's this thing with this game where if you land and you're going, I guess, a certain speed, it won't let you pedal for a certain amount of time. I don't know what the deal is with that, but when you land on that wooden platform, you're just going too fast. It actually won't let you pedal, so you have to pump and keep your momentum up to try and have speed to get out of that thing. Let's see if I can get some speed. Man, trying to get speed for this hip is so tough. One of my favorite ways to ride this jump right here is actually to transfer it like that, but a little higher up. Let me try it again. Like that right there. I love riding it like that. It's so fun. There it is. So it's a really tough transfer. But over here to the right, you might notice that there is another wooden ledge that you can hop up onto, or platform or whatever. That one is really difficult to get onto. Both of them are super tough to actually jump off of because the gap in between the platform and the landing it's pretty far, and then the landing is really tall. So I'm gonna try and get the left one, and then I'll show you the way that I figured out to get on top of the right one. So to get up on the left one, I'm gonna ride this dirt jump landing like a spine transfer. So you get up on top here, and you have to pump and try and keep your speed up, because like I said, it wouldn't let me pedal earlier. So that's really tough to do. Oh, I'm pedaling now. There it is. And I shot over to the right. So if you... I don't get it. I think when you go down a hill in this game, it doesn't want you to pedal sometimes. It's one of the things that this game has with it. You can't pedal all the time. And I don't know. Sometimes it lets you pedal downhill, other times it doesn't. See, that time I just pumped and I made it. It was perfect. It was super clean. So you can make it and just pump. You don't have to pedal. But sometimes pedaling helps if it allows you to pedal. So the other side, this is the last little bit. I haven't found out how to get the speed other than just dropping in here and then just pumping it and then just trying to make the jump. It lets me pedal downhill in this pit, but if you notice, I actually don't go that fast. I actually go faster if I pump. So watch this. I'll pedal up to it, and then once, well, I hit the edge and it went into a double peg. But once I go into it, if I pump, it works out. It works out much better. One thing that's tough, and you saw it right there on that last attempt, the takeoff for this, it's not very smooth. It's kind of got these weird little notches in it. So if you take off at the wrong spot, it'll send you straight forward or it'll send you higher up. So there's like a sweet spot. And like right there, you see how like it did this weird little, like, I don't even know what you call it. The bike just kind of jolted. That was weird, and it's the face of that jump. That's why it's like that. Is that it? That's it. I'm gonna count that. That's as close as I've gotten. That's as close as I think I'm going to get. That right side is nearly impossible to ride. It really is. That thing is so tough to try and get the speed for. It's not even just the speed. It's the fact that the lip. I'm just gonna ride up the lip. Watch. You see that at the top? There's like a. It like goes straight up there. You can actually see it. Here, I'm gonna walk up to it and I'll show you. You see that? Like, there's literally a. It goes from like a 45-degree angle. It's like a 90-degree angle. So that's what makes it really difficult. If you hit that, it throws off everything as far as your trajectory. So yep, that's what's causing it right there. The rest of the takeoff is actually pretty smooth. There's a little bit of a transition right here that's kind of quick, but for the most part it's smooth until you get to the end right there. So that's what makes that difficult. There's the bike. Pretty cool bike model. Anyway, this mod once again is made by Dolu. I'm gonna have the link for it down in the description. Check that out if you guys are playing this on PC. It's a really awesome mod. Hopefully Dolu goes in and will update this and tweak it and make it a little bit better. Anyway, I'm out of here. You guys have a good one. Thank you for watching this. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll catch you guys all again soon.